Uh, Good morning, YouTube. What's up, man? It's your boy, Trucker Ritchie Rich. Back on these ones and twos, trying to make some dollars. And I'm trying to make sense of this whole thing, baby. Listen, I'm making this video in response to a couple of comments. I actually read all you guys' comments. And I read a couple comments. I guess a couple guys who are coming into trainee, they thought that maybe I might have been hard on my trainee who I had. And the truth is, I wasn't. My job, and this video is entitled "What to Expect During Training," so that you guys are aware of what to expect when you come out here on the road with a prime trainer. Okay. First, let's get some things out the way. Majority of Prime's fleet is contractor. I'm a contractor for Prime. Prime is paying their students $900 a week for training. And as a contractor, I'm actually paying that. Prime is the guarantor. They make sure that it comes out of the truck. So a lot of guys misunderstood me when I told them, that my trainee quit after 3 days. This is a response to the trainee jumping the truck video. I have to generate revenue, because if I don't, that trainee is not paid, and either am I. So, when we come out here, it's my job as a trainer is to prepare you for a lifestyle on the road, okay? Not to be a tourist or a sightseeing. Now, I'm gonna tell you this: if we have time, we'll go sightseeing. We'll go to Miami Beach or Venice Beach or Santa Monica Beach. We have time, but we come out here to work. And my job is to show you how to operate a truck safely and efficiently. See, I can't have you out here driving, 200 miles and thinking that you did a job well done. Unfortunately, for you to make money, even if you're with us or anybody else, you have to drive a minimum of at least 8 hours a day. And I have to build you up to that. And unfortunately, that trainee found out real quickly he wasn't really ready for that. And that's fine. Not everybody's cut out to be over the road trucker. Okay. But what a trainee can expect during training? Well, you can expect to get the full lifestyle and job experience. Okay. You're going to learn how to operate this truck and learn how to run. My job is to build you up to drive 10 hours a day safely. And I have to do it immediately. Now, some trainers are very quickly to not build their students up that quick. They give them 1 day. And as a contractor, there's a method to that madness. Okay. Fortunately, Prime has raised the pay for trainees. So, that comes out the revenue of my truck. So, had I let that student just drive 200 miles a day, we would have went negative working. And see, a lot of people don't understand that part of business. I'm an independent contractor, so I run a business. And, I do take my time and pride to train a student properly. But in the same token, I got to be mindful of the business. So, and unfortunately, some people are not good for business. But, all that I can tell people is, I was reading those comments and they're like, oh, I guess they were trolls. And they were like, oh, Rich, you're a workhorse. You're working the guy to death. I'm paying you about $1,000 a week. That's more than a lot of guys make at Walmart, McDonald's, any kind of job they probably working. People come into trucking to make money. And my job as a trainer is to show you the good, bad, and ugly. And I have to show you how to make money out here. And if I don't do that, I have failed you as a trainer. Let me give you an example. I had a student one time, a guy from Pennsylvania. When he was with me, he used to drive 10 hours a day. He'd get up in the morning, I'd tell him what to do, he'd do it, 10 hours a day he's driving. When he got by himself, he changed the game up. And a couple weeks later, I got a phone call from him. And he's like, Rich, I gotta quit. I'm not making any money in trucking. And so basically, I asked him, let's figure this out. Let's figure out what's wrong. And he told me that, well, I pick up the load, I drive about 200 miles and I go park. Well, see, that's a problem there. Okay. If a student drove only 200 miles a day, they wouldn't be employed long with anybody. And that's the hard thing about training. You got to break some of those habits and reconditioning their lives to be able to drive 10 hours or 600 miles a day. Prime's training is a little hardcore. I'm not going to lie to you. This is a real trucking company, and you make great money here, even as a trainee. And as a trainee here at Prime, you're probably going to drive at one point 1,000 miles a day by yourself. And I know that sounds crazy, right? But some trainers' trucks don't stop. They run 24 hours, 7 days a week, because they have faith in you that you learned the job. And trust me, it helps you out to get through the training and become very profitable. When you're a solo driver, you're not going to run like that. But in training, you really are. Okay, a team training truck runs 24/7. So I have to build you up to that. So a lot of guys, I was reading the comments and they're like, well, I think you're putting too much stress on your trainees to drive. And the truth is, that's just the job. Okay. And I would fail you if I didn't get you prepared for that. So I thought I'd get on here this morning and respond to that. A lot of people don't understand. And then it's like a double negative here too, because, even though Prime guarantees your paycheck, it's coming out of my pocket. So in the title, I left my driver code and a phone number called a recruiter. If anybody's interested in being my trainee, I'm gonna start interviewing guys probably next week. Since that trainee I had to kind of recoup some of the losses. It looks like I lost a total of like $2,700 because of that. So I'm gonna take my time and interview students to make sure I have a good fit, and that's probably what I should have did from the beginning. But expectations in training, I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna drive. You're gonna learn the job. Okay, you're gonna learn the shippers, the receivers, the Qualcomms, the fueling, the unfueling, the mechanics, everything, the whole nine. You're gonna learn how to operate this truck. So my advice to all trainees coming into Prime or any training company is to have an open mind and a positive attitude. Don't say what you won't do, say what you will try. Okay, and if you do that, I think you'll be fine. I mean, trucking is a great job. It is. It's a great job. It's a lifesaver to a lot of people out here. Trucking has changed the lives of a lot of people. And I pride myself in helping students, change their lives. This is a life-changing career. It really is. I mean, you can make amazing money here and provide for your family, but it's not going to be easy. Okay, this is no hand-me-outs. This is not a tourist thing. It's not a sightseeing thing. Yes, we're going to see some beautiful sights. You're going to see Mount Rushmore. You're going to see Mount Olympia. You're going to see the Pacific Ocean and Atlantic Ocean and the Gulf of Mexico. But there's a time and place to be a sightseer, okay? And training may not be one of them. So anyways, guys, I'm not going to hold this long, and I just want to reach out. If anybody want to reach me, leave a comment. Like I said, if you want me to be your trainer, drop my driver code, BELLER, and I will be conducting interviews and talking to guys and see who fits best for my situation. So until then, peace.